continuing our conversation about creative strategy, also to help you get creative, what's going to be relevant or meaningful to the audience, and you know these things because you did your research ahead of time. And so what's going to be meaningful to them, not to you, to your target audience. Also remember, I've got a picture of Times Square because it's one of the notorious examples of places where your ad has to be so creative and so clever that you have to cut through all of those other messages that are out there. But let's take it a little closer to home. And anytime you go into a farmer's or rancher's office, coffee table, kitchen table, wherever they put their mail, think about all of the farm publications that they get. How can your message creatively cut through all of those to catch their attention? So to get there, brainstorm. I'm a collaborative person, and I brainstorm best when there are other people around. And at this point in the process, it's quantity, numbers over quality. No idea is dumb. No idea is bad. Just throw ideas out there and feed off of each other in this process. And that's what makes the brainstorming process fun. So, however you get there, if you're more of a collaborative person, get in a group. If you work better on your own, then do it on your own. But no idea is too dumb at this point. Get that insight. And I've got my handy Montana Meth ads here again because they did a lot of consumer research ahead of time with their target audience to find out what would make them not want to use meth ever. And they wanted real messages. They wanted real images. They did not want sugar-coated, egg frying in a pan, stay off drugs type of thing. Like, they wanted to see raw images. And I would say that is something that's pretty disturbing that you see there on the screen. So, do that research and find some sort of verbal or visual concept that gets the point across. And then the execution. So I'm sure when they first started talking about messages like this, the client was like, no, we're not going to push that. But that ad agency was able to say, no, this is what the target audience says they want to see. So being able to sell those big creative ads like that, you got to convince your team and then convince your client of that. So, and who would have thought, yeah, let's put milk mustaches on celebrities and take their pictures. But it worked. And that catchphrase, got milk, it came because, there's nothing that can replace milk. Nothing else tastes like it. And when you have a chocolate chip cookie or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or pancakes, milk is the complement to that you want. So, you had to sell those ads creatively. And then finally, do that evaluation and copy testing. And when you get your big job, this is an important piece of it. So, you can't just say, yeah, we're going to put cows that act like they're communicating with us. Like, you need to copy test that first to make sure that is going to fly. So do your own research to test that concept. And, there are a lot of organizations that will spend a good chunk of change on copy testing because they don't want to invest that money into creative that may be creative and clever to your team. But when it comes to the target audience, not so much. And there are plenty of examples out there of ad failures, but it's really fun to go look at the ad successes and see how creative and fun those are. So that's it for creative strategy. Be sure to contribute to the discussion board.